So today we're doing a deep dive into something that really gets to the heart of modern AV installs.
hmm
We're looking at one component, the Aurora Multimedia DXE-CAT-RX3. And the goal here is to figure out how this one box becomes this, integrated nerve center.
Right. It's all about solving that massive headache of segmented control, the spaghetti of wires behind the screen.
Exactly. For you listening, think of it this way. Consolidating video, control, and audio over one single CAT cable.
And what's really interesting here is that we tend to think of HDBaseT as having, a 100-meter limit.
Yeah, that's the standard.
This unit just, well, it pushes that envelope way out. The DXE-CAT-RX3 can receive a signal from up to 600 feet away. That's 183 meters.
600 feet. Okay, let's unpack that because that is not standard at all. What's the trade-off? What does an installer have to do to actually hit that number?
It all comes down to the cable and the color depth, really.
Okay,
To get that full 600 feet, that's what they call long reach mode, you have to be using CT6A shielded cable.
right.
And you're looking at a max of 1080p at 60 hertz, 24-bit color.
So good quality, but not the absolute peak. What if you need more?
Well, if you need that higher quality, say for a medical display or something that needs 48-bit color, then your range drops back down to the standard 328 feet or 100 meters, so you get flexibility.
The distance is a huge deal, but that alone doesn't solve the whole integration headache. So what else is riding along with that video signal on that one CK cable?
This is where it gets really smart and where the cost savings come in.
I was going to say, this has to be about saving time and money.
It is. So on that one wire, you've got your video, but you also have bidirectional RS-232, you've got IR signals, and you've even got LAN data.
So you're cutting out multiple separate cable runs right there.
You are, and that simplifies troubleshooting immensely.
Right. And speaking of simplifying things, I saw this has two relays built into the chassis. They're two normally open at 24 volts DC, 2 amps. In practical terms, what does that mean for an install?
I mean, it's pure integration genius. 2 amps is enough power to directly control things like motorized projection screens.
Oh, wow. So you don't need a separate control box for the screen.
Exactly. Think
Okay.
about a podium or a credenza. Instead of needing a whole separate relay box and power supply just to make the screen go up and down, you just run the motor wires right to this receiver. It removes a whole component from the bill.
That's a huge reduction in labor and complexity.
Mm.
Okay, what about audio? I saw it has differential line in and out and HDMI de-embedding, but there's an optional version, the A.
Yes, the A version is an absolute powerhouse. It has a 2x35-watt amplifier built right into the box.
35 watts a channel? That's not trivial.
Not at all. It's enough to drive a pair of quality ceiling speakers like Aurora's SKR22T and easily fill a medium or even large-sized room. Again, you're eliminating another box, the external amplifier.
And beyond the tech, there's the market positioning. This is a big deal for, say, government or university jobs. It's TAA compliant and made in the USA.
Which means it's advertised as tariff-free. That really helps streamline procurement and can offer a real cost advantage on large rollouts.
Makes sense.
And it's a small thing, but the design choice to put all the connectors on the rear, that just makes for a much cleaner install behind a display. It's those little details that show they're thinking about the installer.
So when you put it all together, the DXE-CAT-RX3 isn't just an extender. It's really a consolidation device.
Yeah.
It challenges that old model of needing a separate box for everything.
It does. And I think if there's one thing to take away, the bigger picture here is how this simplifies the entire AV signal chain for you.
Okay.
By packing all this complexity into one TAA-compliant box, it lets install teams spend less time running and troubleshooting cables and, more time focusing on what really matters,
Yeah.
the end-user experience. And that's really the future in this industry.